Good morning, students. I hope you are all fine. Okay. First of all, I introduce myself. I am S. Naveen Kumar from Bharatdasanar Metric Higher Secondary School, Department of Computer Science. Okay. Next, we are entering into the 12th standard Computer Science Chapter 1, Functions. Okay. Chapter 1, Functions. In this function, what is function? Function is a block of code which is used to perform a particular task in our computer. Okay, are you clear, my students? Computer programs are called it as functions. Computer programs are called it as functions. Functions are a block of code which is used to perform a particular task. Next, in this part 1 we have some contents, subroutines, functions and function specification, definition and parameters and arguments. Next one, types of parameters. First of all, what is computer algorithm? Computer algorithm is a step-by-step procedure or sequence of steps to solve a particular problem. Why we are entering into the right an algorithm? Algorithm is the previous step of writing a coding for a particular task. Yes. So, algorithm is clear and then we are entering into the coding part. Next one, what is a computer problem? In our real life, every decision will be taken on based on the problem. In that particular problem can be solved our own criteria. In the same way, we are using the computer to do a problem, to solve a problem with the help of some examples. For find the factorial of a given number. Factorial of a given number means in 5 factorial. The 5 factorial can be multiplied as 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. This calculation in this 5 factorial, this is the factorial of a given number. In this 5 factorial, 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. This calculation can be done with the help of a computer. Yes. Next, sum of 3 numbers. In this sum of 3 numbers means we take 3 variables. These 3 variables are A, comma B, comma C. A is a variable, B is a variable, C is a variable, and then assign some values to that particular variable. For example, A equal to 5 and B equal to 10 and C equal to 5. Yes, sorry, C is equal to 6. Next, in this, how we can calculate A plus B plus C? Yes, we can add this. This is the calculation part with the help of our coding. Next one, what is subroutine? Subroutine is a very simple concept. A repeated task can be done repeatedly. Same task can be repeated until the task will be completed. Yes. What is subroutine? Subroutines is also called as a function. Why the subroutines also called as functions? Subroutine means it's very simple. A block of code can be split into modules. That modules are also called as subroutine. For example, you can take an ATM machine, ATM transactions. What are the transactions in ATM? Deposit. Yes. Deposit, withdraw, balance inquiry, these are the modules comes under what? ATM transaction. These each and every modules can be write as separate coding. These separate codings are called as subroutine. These subroutines are collectively called as functions. Are you clear? Subroutines is also same as functions. A function is a unit of code that is defined within greatest code structure. What is the meaning of greatest code structure? This greatest code structure means these 3 modules are combined. We can call it as a greatest code structure. Are you clear, students? Yes. Next, functions. In that functions, what is a function? Already we are discussing what is a function. A function is a block of code. How the functions are used? When we can solve a problem, that time we are writing a code for that particular problem, then the functions are used. When we can use it? We can use with the help of, we want to solve a task, at that time we are using functions. Next, function specification. What is the meaning of function specification? This function specification means we can understand the definition of a problem. Okay, understand the definition of a problem. This definition, call it as specification. Why we can understand this function specification? When we want to solve a particular problem, that time what is the requirement of the user or what is the requirement of the customer, that should be understood by the programmer. Okay, let us consider in this example a equal to 24. In this, a is a variable, and 24 is a value. 24 is a value. This a is a variable, 24 is a value. That 24 can be assigned to the variable a. And that 24 can be present inside the parenthesis. This is parenthesis. This is parenthesis. This parenthesis symbol represents the function definition, but assignment cannot be treated as a function definition, and the function definition cannot be treated as an assignment. Definition bind the values to the names. Names are a. Here names represents a. In this case, the value 24 is a value being bounded to the name a. Next, definitions are distinct syntactic block. Distinct means different task. In this, different task can be splitted into different execution of coding. Definition can have expressions nested inside the term, vice versa. That means definitions are not treated as a assignment statement, as well as assignment statement is not treated as a definition. So when the function definitions are entered here, this next example, let is a keyword. Let is a keyword. This keyword is used to define a function. This is not a Python coding, students. This is a pseudocode. In this pseudocode, we can use less keyword. Max is the name of the function. Max is the name of the function. Max is the name of the function. Then result will be stored if the condition is checking. These are the part or function definition. These are the part or function definition. Are you clear? This is the function definition. Next we are entering into parameter and argument. What is called as a parameter? Already we know parameter is act as a communication channel between the calling function and called function. When we can call it as a calling function and called function? In our real-time example, when for example our contact number is a parameter. Contact number is a parameter. That contact number can be saved in a name, one name. That name is called as a parameter. Okay, name is called as a parameter. Let us example A. Let us example A. A is equal to 20. This A is a parameter. A is a parameter. 20 is a argument. That means variables are parameter, values are arguments. So when who is a calling person, who is a called person? For example, I want to make a call to my friend. So I am a calling person. Who is accept my call? That person is called person. Which one is act as a communication channel? Contact number is act as a communication channel between my friend and myself. Are you clear? What is the parameter and what is the argument? Parameters are the variables present in that function definition, and arguments are what are the values present in that function definition. Are you clear, students? This parameter can be splitted into two types. These two types are parameter with type and parameter without type. Yes, parameter with type and parameter without type. Next, this is the parameter without type example pseudocode. Listen children, this is not a Python program, this is a pseudocode. Yes, how it is not a parameter? It is an example for parameter without type. It's very simple. What is that? Let is a, already you know, let is a keyword. Very good. Let is a what? Let is a keyword. Let is a keyword. What is that min? Min is the what? Name of the function. Min is name of the function. Here x, y, z are the parameter. These x, y, z are the parameter. X, y, z are the parameter. In this parameter, we cannot mention the data type. Data type, here there is no data type can be mentioned here, so it is called as a parameter without type. These are the function definitions. These are the statements will execute the function definition. In this function, we want to find the minimum of 3 numbers. What are the 3 numbers? X is a 1 number, y is a 1 number and z is a 1 number. That means the x variable can have some value and y variable can have some value, z variable can have some value. So these 3 values are compared. These 3 variable values are compared and we get an result. Okay, here very simple students, here parameter without type. Parameter without type means in this parameter x, y, z we can't mention any data type. So this is not this is the parameter without type example. Are you clear? Next, very simple. Next statement, parameter with type. Parameter with type, very simple. It's very easy. Already you know this parameter. Let is a keyword. Min is the name of the function. Here x is a parameter. This x parameter can be specified integer data type. This x parameter can be specified integer data type. So this type can be explicitly mentioned. So this is an example pseudocode for parameter with type. The remaining process all same. Are you clear? Yes. Next. What is a recursive function? What is the meaning of recursive? What is the meaning of recursive? What is the meaning of recursive? Recursive means reoccurrence. Recursive means reoccurrence. That means a same step can be repeated until the process will be solved. This is called recursive function. Yes, in this pseudocode, we want to find the power of a comma b. Here, a is the base value. A is the base value. Comma b is the power value. B is the power value. A is the base value. B is the power value. So a to the power of b. A to the power of b. A to the power of b. Let us consider a equal to 5, b equal to 2. That means 5 to the power of 2. How many times the 5 will be multiplied by 2? 2 times. 5 into 5. The same step will be repeated. So in this case, a function is called as a recursive function. When the value should be 1, if the power value should be 0, anything power 0, the result will be 1. Are you clear? This is an example pseudocode for recursive function. Next, first of all, this is the syntax to define a function definitions. That's the keyword is a let. Yes, that let keyword which is used to define a pseudocode of function and followed by the keyword let name of the function and then followed by the arguments, and then the formula that should be computed images. That means we can use equal symbol. This equal symbol is used to calculating some task and assign some value to that particular variable. Okay, instead of let rec, that can be used let rec instead of let. Let is the keyword. Apart from that let keyword, we can use let rec. This rec is denoted as what? Represented as a recursive function. Yes, are you clear? So, okay students, this is the part 1 of the functions chapters. In this function chapter regarding the study material and question papers are attached to that your YouTube link also, and then our websites also. Thank you students.